Hey, and welcome back to the Lynch and Lanny Show, all you CrossFit fans worldwide. We are here on St. Patty's weekend. Happy St. Patty's Day. Cheers to that.
Okay. Okay.
And it's been a fantastic week, let me tell you. 18.4. Number 4 is my favorite number my whole life. And it turns out it worked out well for me so far. We'll get into that as the show goes on. 18.4, Mike, what do we got?
So we started off with a benchmark this week. Diane, 2159 of deadlifts and handstand push-ups. We'll talk about that standard in a second. And that led right into 2159 of a heavier deadlift and a handstand walk for the first time.
We're walking it. All right, which takes us to our Thursday night light action. The workout is announced, and we've got 6 special athletes to take it on. First athlete that we had to discuss here is going to be Raja Halabi.
Raja Halabi.
Been a long-time client. A lot of jokes. This workout was no joke for her, Mike. What do you got?
Really likes to shine when the cameras are on, Instagram's on.
Big fan of the camera.
Right? Doesn't pick up a lot of weight in the gym. She gets through the first Diane and then ends up picking up some heavy weight in that second set.
Raja was very reluctant to be a part of Thursday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Very nervous. Thought she was going to run out of the building during the announcement. Really, she's a crowd pleaser. You know, she was into the workout once it got started. Moving on to our second female athlete of the night, we had Heather Fineman, known as the finer woman in the household. Know the fine woman? She's a fine woman. She's excited. She ran right past me for the high five. Appreciate that, Heather.
Tunnel vision.
Heather put a show on with her push-ups. Was able to move well through the scaled workout. Got good tension in the midline and really crushed the workout.
Yeah.
Our third female of the night was Lisa Carcano. Lisa voted twice here at Max Ability, both in 2014 and 2017, as the nicest person in the gym.
Lisa on the comeback trail, had a great performance, ends up finishing Diane, picks up some heavy weight, and finishes with 103 reps.
Solid reps.
Yeah.
Good job. We're moving on to the boys for Thursday night. Our first athlete to discuss is Matt Frisch. An honorable mention last week.
Matt decided to go scaled and really put on a show, posting one of the best times we saw all weekend in the scaled workout, finishing it in 7:33. Hey, we can clap it up. We clap it up for Matty Frisch.
Great job, Matty Frisch. Yeah. Great job. Yeah, not fully prepared as the announcement just came out. We had him over in the back corner. All of a sudden, he's jumping over barbells, and then he's got to do the bear crawl.
Yeah.
So there was fans everywhere throwing people out of the way. He got to it real quick before we even knew it. 9-minute workout. It was very fast, and he finished in just over 7 minutes.
Yeah,
Good
he was
job,
moving.
Matt Frisch. Our second male athlete was Matt Charette. Big hopes in Matt Charette a year ago. He's really disappointed since.
Yep.
Under the big lights, he gives his wife a kiss.
Oh, he's so romantic. Oh, my God.
Great. Probably his best movement of the night. Matt decides that he's going to go with the strict handstand. Crowd's a little like, what the hell's going on here? What happened, Mike?
You know, kipping, coordination, again, not his strong suit. Decided to stick with the strict.
Can't catch the ball.
Decided to stick with the strict. I don't think it was the worst move I've seen. It kept him nice and tight, right? Able to get over that line. The handstand push-up standard was really challenging for him. So if it kept him engaged, didn't get a lot of no reps.
Yeah,
and
it was probably a good decision for him. Well played, Matt. And then he got up to the barbell, probably the heaviest barbell he's ever lifted. I think that's a PR for Matt.
Yeah,
at 315, crowd gets excited, and he gets a bunch of reps.
Yeah, got 6 reps at that 315 barbell. And that brings us to our final athlete, Kev Camillo. Longtime member, been training with us since he was a teenager.
But go to Buck.
He actually has one of the top 5 spots on the leaderboard for Diane. So when this workout came out,
he was excited.
He edged me out on the board for Diane, so he came immediately over to me and was talking shit.
So the fans are excited, you know, once we let them know, like, hey, this is our guy for Diane. So we should see some big things. And then it was going to be about that 315 weight. What happened at 315, Mike?
I don't know. Not sure how to answer that one.
He worked very hard.
Yes.
Willing to sacrifice the body and put on a show for the crowd. We speak to the athletes before Thursday nights, and we say, you know, the number one thing is to put a show on. And he did put a show on.
Yes.
Multiple people ran into the bathroom vomiting. And it wasn't because we were serving beers early.
No. Despite his deadlifts, Kev Camillo did put up the best score RX for the night. He got 14 reps at that 315 barbell, screamed out the last 12 of them, finished with 104 reps.
Also, I really felt like he played his role as a longtime community member. to hype up the other 5 athletes that were a little bit nervous through text messages and just like, hey, this is going to be a great time, guys. Let's have some fun with it. Then he had some family members down. He's a veteran at Thursday Night Lights. Great job, Kev. Great week.
Nice job.
Cool. As we carry on to the rest of the weekend, the first thing to discuss is that scaled workout and how high standards that we always have here at Max Ability versus the rest of the world. I'm talking to you, world. You can make a comment if you want. You just don't have the standards we do, including the CrossFit Games. Unbelievable what we saw there on Thursday night. We're doing inchworms? I don't even know what inchworms. It's more of like the worm dance. But not here at Max Ability.
No.
We sent multiple people home only completing 21 deadlifts. We're trying to set a standard so that they get frustrated and want to come back and get better at certain movements. And a push-up is a goal that everyone should have that you want to achieve. And a real push-up, not a lay-down get-up. So we had a few athletes that didn't finish any push-ups. No problem. Next year, we're going to be talking about them and how many push-ups they got. And that's going to take us to some of the top scores of our scale division. Mike, what do we have?
For the men, top scores, we had Chad, finished in 6'11".
Really nice job, Chad.
Fast.
Yeah, to build off Chad a little bit, came in, has been working on his handstand push-ups, had been able to perform 1 rep before the workout. Workout gets going, had some tough time with it, and then we make him do the workout immediately after that, the scaled, and then he gets our best time in the gym.
Yeah.
Fantastic job, Chad.
Yeah, I think he thought we were joking when we said, hey, you're up in the next heat doing this workout scaled.
He's like, tomorrow?
Right now. Right now, we get after it. Second, we have Jen Seidel, who set a crazy time of 5:55. That's fast.
Another athlete capable of doing handstand push-ups. Pulled back today, wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, she made like the responsible decision here. She was on the fence. She didn't know if she should do it RX, do it scaled. Her neck was bothering her a little bit. Made the smart call, went scaled, and got a great workout in. So those were our top 2 times, but we actually had a bunch of people finish the scaled workout. We had 5 men and 6 women finish the scaled workout.
So bear crawl's going on. 2 hands behind the line. Get yourself across the room. People moving pretty quickly through that. And then back to that heavy deadlift. Good to see all those people finish. Some honorable mentions there. We're going to go right to the Rookie of the Week, which is going to be Connie Poppy. Connie Poppy really just showed all those Jewish people how push-ups get done. And not just the Jewish people, the rest of the gym.
Before her heat, I was telling people, testing them with their push-ups. Connie was giving I don't know if I could do one. Drops down to the floor, battles out some push-ups, and then ends up getting a bunch in the workout.
Yeah.
So really fought
now
through.
Here's a case of, frustrating for others, exciting for her that she's able to do that movement. So exciting that she wanted to PR her deadlift after the workout because now she's like, oh, I can do this, and then I struggle with this, the opposite end. A lot of people are struggling with the pushing movement of today. Here's an athlete who was able to do that, but the deadlifts were tough, so she's trying to PR her deadlift as soon as the workout was over.
Did she?
No. No, I'm sure she PR'd it. I'm sure she PR'd it. Yeah. So great job this week, Rookie of the Week. We're moving on.
Connie Poppy. See Poppy.
Okay, so that's going to take us into the RX workout. Let's discuss first this new standard, Mike. What do we got?
Yeah, so the standard changed up from last year. This year they're going a more defined measurement, which is the length of your forearm. Personally, it didn't help me out in the workout. I don't think it helped out a lot of people.
No standards help you, Mike.
That is true. But I do love the standard. I hated seeing people, whether they're games athletes, whether they're people at the gym here. Not calling anyone out.
Who does this look like? I don't know. Whatever's going on in your head right now, we're talking about those people. And if you think it's you, then it probably is you.
So the standard was more just like black and white this year, all right? You couldn't put your hands up on the wall and have an elbow bend or try to pull your shoulders down or reach up tall. It was just measure from here to here, add that to the top of your head.
Yes.
Half that. So it was just a clearly defined standard, which I liked.
Yeah, before measurements, I asked people their penis size, and if they said an enormous size, I said, fine, that's the measurement we'll go with. There was a few honest people out there with 2 or 3 inches, and then I actually made the measurement because I didn't want to cheat too much.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool, so penis size didn't come into a play for most athletes, but it did for you, Mike. It weighed you down.
Appreciate it.
You're not allowed to do a tripod during the handstand push-up. 2 hands down.
Appreciate it.
Top forearm in the gym goes to Loudy. Loudy was planning on his game plan for the 315. A member who's familiar with his movements, lack of experience, Iborg Ian helped out and said, hey man, slow your roll. Focus on the first part of the workout.
Don't forget about those 45 handstand push-ups you got to get through before that 315 bar.
He said. I'm going to get there. He did do a handstand.
Yes.
Loudy, we love you. Hey, take it easy, brother. As the workout comes out and we're getting ready for Thursday Night Lights, I'm thinking we got to put tape down on the floor. Not necessary. And here there is this new standard, so we're just going to go and play with it. The interwebs are going crazy with holy cows, this is impossible. We did see that some of our top athletes had some tough time with it and that the standard was tight. And that excites me because I like to see that we're getting closer and closer to making finer rules that are going to be fair for everyone so that we're all, on the same page.
Even with that really challenging handstand push-up standard, we still had a lot of people finish the first 90 reps of the workout, so they got through those 45 challenging handstand push-ups. We had 13 men finish Diane and 5 women finish Diane.
We have a new top time of Diane. DP comes in on Sunday afternoon and does it in 3:12.
Nice.
Really crush it.
Yeah.
Solid work.
Crush it. Did all of his handstand push-ups unbroken.
Yeah, some people don't even know he coaches here. But he did a good job.
Which leads us to our top finishers of this weekend. We had Al finishing with 133 reps and Christina finishing with 128 reps.
Nice.
Those guys are good.
Yep.
Those guys are good, Mike.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah,
Real good.
they work out a lot. Who got second place, though?
That's yet to be determined based on redos.
Who's the redheaded guy that was just crushing it? Very gymnasty looking. A
Tyson.
big fella.
Tyson Lynch.
No, there was a lot of great effort out there, Mike. You tried hard, right?
Thanks.
I was in the same heat as Ryan. He was also trying hard. But then when I was doing those deadlifts and I'm looking over and he's still on his first round of handstands, I'm like, oh my God, I am just crushing it.
He was one of those athletes who really had to work hard, myself included, really had to work hard to get their feet over the line for those handstand push-ups.
That's going to take us to this week's memorable moments, Mike. The first thing that pops out of my mind is that Danny, Debbie, just going rep for rep.
Back and forth, both looking at each other. At one point, Danny asked her judge, did Debbie just get that rep?
This is one of those success stories. Both these athletes didn't have handstand push-ups. Danny is a longtime athlete who did not have them in the Open last year. Really cost her in the Open. Now she's worked towards it.
Clearly, she plays like she doesn't really care, but clearly one of the most competitive athletes at the gym.
She might be studying film as much as Al.
Yes. Yeah. Probably not that much.
No, that's
probably not that much.
It was a joke.
But I did get it. I actually,
No one does that.
I actually got a text message from Danny Friday night asking me how Grace Buckley's handstand push-ups were.
Oh. Danny also texted me on Friday night, but that wasn't the same conversation. It's St. Patty's Day! Lucky. And as the Saturday and Sunday workouts go on, we don't have these things matched up. We don't know how it's going to play out. But another great matchup head-to-head was Steph and Gabby, who getting mentions every week because they're just crushing the Open.
They were going just neck and neck, and it all came down to the wire, to that last bear crawl. They both started on opposite ends. They pass each other in the middle, and then Gabby ends up edging out Steph by
The youngster.
Like 5 seconds.
Good battle. They both finished the workout.
Yep.
Fantastic job for those guys. Not many people PR their deadlifts in the middle of a workout,
No.
but who did?
Pavel. Gavrulik.
These guys paid for a front row seat at the Lynch and Lanny show.
Yeah.
$195 to the Lynch and Lanny show, sitting right there, just so we can say this one thing. Hey, great job on PRing your deadlifts, guys.
Hope it was worth it.
One of their coaches makes a great decision to test out 275.
Yes.
Just to feel out some weight, and then steps it up and hits 315 for a few reps after a great Diane time. Bravo. Which brings us to the disaster decision of the week, which was a toss-up between JB trying to go out with the youngsters on a Saturday night. John Bauer had the option to do the workout yesterday, but said he had a late night. I'm like, yo, you want to warm up with me? We'll do the workout together, John. He's like, oh, man, I can't do it. I said, all right, well, no problem. Just do it tomorrow. St. Patty's Day, John Bauer decides to go out with a few of the young members. John Bauer's still lost in Brooklyn right now. Has just phoned a friend for a ride, and that's not going to get the Open done, son. The other disaster decision of the week was very clear. Selecting a judge. When selecting a judge, choose a friend, really a good friend. Someone who's nice and caring, not someone who's out for themselves. Every inch counts, they say. How about half inches, Alyssa? One of our best athletes, clearly in coordination, agility, strength, power, speed, just all around, just a stud athlete. Got our second best score here at Max Ability. Just a half inch short of getting that 20-foot handstand walk. Put his finger on the line and was called a no rep, so loses 4 feet, 11 inches and a half.
Correct.
And that would cost him. The fans weren't pleased. Many videos arrived to find that the fingernail only was hovering the piece of tape. But from her angle was looking back at Al, wondering if again, Big Red would take her down once again.
Yeah.
Disaster decision of the week was me! Picking her! To wrap it up, we've got Wendell and Annam. The roots here are grown at Max Ability, our own homegrown couple. They're getting married, guys. Put the ring on. Congratulations to Wendell and Annam.
Really to Annam. Really congratulations to Annam.
Annam really got to win there.
Yeah,
really
Annam
got to win.
Really.
This guy's going to be Prince Wendell. Damn.
That's nice.
There's a prince in the Sunga family. Congratulations to the Sunga family. And let's wrap it up, Mike.
You got any predictions for next week?
Oh, man, there's another week.
First off, starting with no repeat this year.
Yeah.
Right? Last workout, I'm predicting wall balls, thrusters. Do you really want me to get into it?
Not really.
Cool. Well, I think it's going to be a countdown, like 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, wall balls.
And thrusters?
And then half the amount of thrusters in between. And I'm going to make them dumbbell thrusters.
Mike, you haven't said anything that ridiculous on this show yet, but I'm going to let our viewers make their own call. Please comment below on how fucking stupid that is. Wall balls and thrusters.
Heard it here first. Rhabdo.
Yes.
They call it the Rhabdo special.
I am going to agree with you that it's going to be something that's a crippler.
The old crippler.
We're going to have a long, grueling workout. It's going to involve thrusters.
Oh. Going out on a limb here.
All I'm going to say is that we're looking at a really long workout coming up here in week 5. Something that you're going to remember for the next year. Mm-hmm. Now, it could be a repeat, something that's out there, but we're short on a few movements to get that repeat. And I think the theme this year was new movement every week. So what could get there is that overhead lunge still. It's still creeping.
Still there.
Shuttle sprints. No one practices shuttle sprints more than Max Ability. I'm going to go with overhead lunges and shuttle sprints for this week. Good luck to you guys. And we're going to see you for week 5 here at Max Ability. It's going to be crazy. We've got a new sponsor this week. Have a great week. A few beverages on us.